Hey YouTube! Quite looking forward to this. I'm not wearing the t-shirt with the right coloured writing, but here we've got the Boss MT-2W. What W for Waza craft, isn't it? So I think this switch here might not normally be there. So S and C. Would S be standard? To put it to the left. Anyway, see what it does. Anyway, yeah. So. Using my Ibanez Roadster RG530 Laney amp 3x12 cabinet. Talking to my pal Blacktooth Fox, who's recommended some settings on this, and a comment here, so I'm reading it out. Is it the gain maximum? Okay. I don't know how that. I'll turn the level down because that might be quite extreme. But you get all the parametrics at full as well, right? Okay. Hold on. So it's like these two at full and these two at nothing. Right. Okay, so apparently that's where I've got to start. So let's see what. I've got the volume off. There we go. I quite like that. But what Blacktooth actually said was I should put all these at 12, and then don't have the volume about the gain above 9. To be honest, that sounds kind of much the same as when it was using a minute ago. What does that switch do? Oh, it's a better switch. Yeah, well, it's kind of what I was expecting, but actually, it kind of reminds me of the distortion, which I used for years. But even though I had the Softtek, I used to play my SG, which is sitting there, through a wee BB Blaster amp. They had like a distortion down, you put it up to full whack. Always, obviously. Some of those wee BB Blaster amps don't, or there's many amps that are exactly the same circuit in the same case, they've just got a different badge on them. Some of them don't have a variable distortion, they've just got a switch, and that switch is just kind of not unlike what this is sounding like. But I mean, I'm not finding it as... What's all the hatred for this all about? That sounds more like your wee 10 watt wasp in a jam jar type distortion. But I mean, in that mode. But I mean, I don't see where the hate are for these. I know this is a Waza craft one, which is... I'm not sure exactly what the difference is. I don't know if that switch is meant to be there. Maybe. I think that might be the new thing. But whatever the S and the C stands for. I could look these things up, but no. I could also have played the pedal before I turned on in the video, but I'm not going to do that either. I'm going to plug it in and see what happens. I like it. I like things that are just like, turn it on, it works good. And then you can obviously tweak it to get it better, but... I mean, it's kind of too distorted for me, sort of, but I mean, to be honest, not really. hear all the notes. That's good to me. I'm pretty sure I've definitely heard much worse pedals than this. Although maybe this morning I was doing a video with that the Jim Root Tiny Terror amp, and then I went on to using. I did a video with the Demon Fuzz as well, and it didn't seem to be distorting enough. And it's like, I think maybe I was just, my ears were ruined by the Jim Root, to be honest. So it's like once you get used to, it's like eating chili. Once you start getting into eating hot curries. The first hot curry you get is pure killer, and I remember the first time I actually had any hot food with any chilies was in jalapenos in a Subway, and so I'd be just put everything on it, go for it. And I was like, I'm not really sure about jalapenos, not tried them before. And my mouth was on fire, and I was like pure sitting there after like a couple of bites, pure sitting there sweating and just going, is this going to end? And it was getting hotter and hotter, just going, oh, seriously considering phoning somebody and going like, do you want to, can you give me a phone in 10 minutes, make sure I answer, and if not, either come over or phone me an ambulance type thing. But then now, my chili head, I love going, I actually went into curry shops up here, yeah, hot as you can get it, that kind of thing, pure idiot. Hold on, I'll pause. Sorry about that, I'm glad I found that pause button. Yeah, so I have no idea what I was talking about. Yeah, the hatred in these things, don't know why. I think what this doesn't have, which I think when I'm thinking of, see when you try and get these sort of sounds out of a multi-effects unit, probably an older multi-effects unit, the distortions can be pretty horrible, and I think that's what they are. This sounds, it's fine. Even with more gain. I sort of predicted this when I was talking about this in was it the Nux video I was doing, where it's like I'm looking forward to doing the Metal Zone because I think I'm going to absolutely hate it. So there's quite an expectation to reality, and it's like so much better than I thought that I actually quite like it. Same thing happened with my Yamaha Jazzbox type guitar. I bought it just because it was a really good price. And I was like, I'll be able to sell that on, and it's like as soon as I plugged it in, I was like, oh, actually, whoa, I like this, and it's kind of what's happened here. Just even though for comedy value there, I did the opposite of what Blacktooth Fox recommended on the dials. It didn't sound. It wasn't pure horrible. Kind of all right. It's like I could use it. It's maybe not exactly what I would choose all the time, but I could use it. Definitely this switch though is pretty horrible. I wonder if that's the Waza switch, or is the Waza just like a better components, or is that switch normally? I should probably look it up and find out. Even that's not too bad. Mind you, I do absolutely love this guitar. I could probably plug it into a jobby and still like it. There is actually a metal setting on that drum pedal. Well, I'll try and try and remember try and find the metal setting just because it is what was it? Effects, funk, pop, metal, MT. How the hell am I meant to play over that? Is that my look? I don't know. I can't play with that. I mean, that's obviously not what you're meant to play over that drum beat, but so that's the bank of sounds in that drum pedal I just never ever touch. No. Like, I mess about with the EQ and stuff, but I mean, to be honest, having a quick jam, someone play along here, just plug this in, I could play that. Yeah, harder to play like country music. It's kind of, when you strum it, it's kind of got that 90s heavy metal, or not heavy metal, like rock music, maybe a bit like the Foo Fighters or something, where you've got like extreme distortion but they're kind of strumming it, you know, like, I don't know, they're not like Oasis, but do you know what I mean, sort of, well, I would say in the crap music, but you know what I mean, like kind of, it still sounds like a guitar. I don't know, can I tell whether this is my, which I always moan about this guitar, which I'm going to change. That's single now. I'm actually quite enjoying that. What I really need to be able to do is get my left hand going. maybe that's the trick. Maybe I'm just sitting here thinking, it's like going from one extreme to the other. So because you're kind of going, when you actually hit a note, it's got a bit of, it's like a release. So, the club that I thought I'd be a member of, the Metal Zone Haters Club, I'm not a member of. I don't hate it at all. I think it's quite interesting. Maybe not. It's not one I would maybe choose, but if I was, I need to get my recording rig set back up again. I can kind of see if I was wanting to go in that route. That's what I would do, you know. Wouldn't it be good if I could remember how to put it? I could never really put it. To learn a bit more speed, like soloing for doing that. I mean, I think on the sort of rhythm guitar, yeah, maybe there, but I just can't. I can't play that. Like obviously, I'm missing out a quarter of the notes there. It's like I need to, the way I play it, I need to kind of work. I don't know what the next note's going to be, so I kind of have to go. I need some time to think what it's going to be. Where you just go. You have to kind of know where you're going. there's your Oasis sound, that's it. You just play chords and then strum them regardless. And you just always go chords, 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 chords. I think, to be honest, what I'm enjoying about this is it's something different. It's not really a sound I can get out of anything. I wish my what's the metal pedal I've got? The micro metal muff. I wish it was a bit more like that. That's kind of, I suppose, somewhere between that and a big muff. That kind of digitally clippy, horrible Metallica-y sound from the albums. I do quite like the sound of Metallica live, but the albums are kind of... So every dial at full. Oh, there we go. That's kind of what I expected to sound like. Oh, it's really good for the tugging. The thing is, when you're using that much distortion, it doesn't really matter if you hit all the right notes, because you kind of hear them anyway. It just kind of goes, and it's just like, well, it's cheating. Quite noisy when you've got all the dials at maximum. But good fun. So really surprisingly, Metal Zone I actually quite like. I don't know what the difference between the Waza craft ones. I know they're more expensive than the normal one, but I wonder. I don't know how different it is. I mean, I imagine it's not an entirely different pedal. It's probably just got maybe that switch different, or a slightly different. Maybe the dials go a wee bit further or something. Maybe slightly better components or something like that. But I think it's probably still ballpark the same thing. Fun. So there was a bit of a surprise. I should have brought my jazzy, my Yamaha out, the AEX one, the sort of jazz box. F-holes, mini humbuckers, and plugged it into that. That would have been funny. Rock on, catch you later.